Today we're taking both cars to the Classic Ford show. West London Classic Ford crew.
Maud looking like an absolute state. Mike FPE. Mark 1 Transit. This convoy is going to be loads of fun. And we've had a couple of additions to the party.
Nor do I. It certainly looks like the place. You took your time.
Mark 2 Escort, Mordor Mark 2 Escort. Beautiful Capri Laser, 105E Anglia, RS2000. Mordor Mark 2 Escort, Mark 2 Escort Mordor. Really cool Fez, Mark 6 Fiesta.
Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and today you join me from the cockpit of Maud, my Mordor Mark 2 Escort. Behind me is my beautiful girlfriend Kat, who is piloting my dad's Mark 3 Escort, and today we're taking both cars to the Classic Ford show at the South of England showground. It's actually the first time that the show has been held at that location. It used to be held at Santa Pod Raceway, and then they did 1 year at a place called Mallory Park, and yeah, with all the nonsense that was going on in the world, it wasn't on for 2 years, I think. And yeah, now it's back on at the South of England showground. Now I've actually got my own club stand at the show today. We've got a nice wide range of old school Fords joining me on my stand. Looking forward to seeing some familiar faces and meeting some new ones, and of course checking out loads of old school Fords. We're actually on our way to meet up with the West London Classic Ford crew, who have also got their own club stand at the show, and we're going to be convoying to the show with those guys. We're actually not too far away from the rendezvous point, so I'll catch up with you when we get there.
Alright, so we've made it to a rendezvous point somewhere in West London. Dad's Mark 3 looking pretty mint after we gave it a quick polish yesterday. Maud, my Mordor Mark 2, looking like an absolute state as usual. Got Ian's RS2000 parked behind Maud. Kev's Cosy powered Mark 1 Escort. Behind that, a Mark 1 Fiesta that I've been looking forward to seeing in real life for ages. That's Mike FPE, he's been following his build on his channel, which I'll leave a link to in the description. Jay's Mark 2 Fiesta, who we've seen plenty of times on the channel. This Mark 3 Fiesta, RS Turbo, that we've seen loads of times on the channel. Paul Tucker's Larry Crossflow powered Mark 1 Escort. Dean Cutler's Mark 1 Fiesta, fresh after its rebuild. Looks so cool with the grey paint and the orange accents. Inky's world famous Rat Rod P100, and this is Inky's Mrs. Mark 4 Escort Cabriolet, and behind that a really cool Mark 1 Transit van. Proper lineup. This convoy is going to be loads of fun. Everyone's firing up their engines. Time for us to make a move. Let's hit the road.
Now we're actually going to be making another stop on this convoy to, I assume, meet up with some other people. But yeah, it's going to be so cool convoying with so many classic Fords.
Alright, so we've now taken over the Shell garage at Cobham Services on the M25. All of our lot made it, which is always a bonus. Inky's got the bonnet up on his missus's new car. Pretty clean. Really clean little cabriolet. A few cars that have joined the party at this stop. Really cool Cortina Estate that we've seen before. Really cool SI Fiesta that we've seen before. And another couple of Mark 2 Fiestas. Awesome. Look what we got in the back of the Mark 1 Transit.
See what we're going to do for the
Water pump thing for the water.
That's the angle. Pull it out.
Oh yeah.
Lift it out.
So yeah, this used to be like a fire engine thing. There you can see the ladder on the roof. That is awesome. Grabbed me and Kat a couple of cans of caramel latte Costa things, and we've had a couple of additions to the party. Check out the orange Mark II Escort 1600 Sport and the Mark 1 sitting behind it. Another couple of cars have arrived. We saw this Escort Estate at Inky's Autos recently, and this actually belongs to that guy's son. And we've seen this at the breakfast meets a few times as well. I think everyone's here now, and pretty soon we'll be hitting the road and heading to the Classic Ford show.
Nor do I. Almost went the wrong way out of the services. I saw one Fiesta go the wrong way. And now we're way behind everyone. Oh dear, oh dear. We've caught up with everyone. Satnav says we're going to make it at 8:15, and I was planning to get there at 8. So I think, as cool as this convoy is, I think I'm going to put my foot down and try and make up some time. Well, this certainly looks like the place. Big queue of old school Fords trying to get into the South of England showground. Put me stand pass on the rear view mirror. It's worth noting that I actually forgot to tick the box that says display vehicle when I ordered my tickets, but luckily David and I think it was George Webber were unable to come to the show today, and they transferred their club stand passes over to me. But the one that I'm using has been transferred over to Esther's registration, so hopefully there's no issue getting in here. But I did get in touch with the organiser, and he actually invited me onto the top 50 stand, so that'll be my plan B. There's actually a gold Fiesta behind me that's booked to be on my stand, and they haven't printed out their stand pass, so hopefully we can get them in. Look at the auto jumble. Is this us, is it? How you doing? All right, I've made it. Already got a couple of cars on my stand. You'll remember this car belongs to Gary. It's been on the channel before. And there's the gold Fiesta that didn't have a stand pass. They've managed to get in. The West London lot have finally arrived. There's Kev there and Dean. Hoping my lady is somewhere in their convoy. My beautiful girlfriend Kat has made it. You took your time. Alright, so it's been quite a while since the last clip. We've got the stand set up and I've been busy chatting to loads of subscribers. Got my flag over here and the gazebo set up over here with my banner, and got some merch hanging up. I actually parked next to the South London Retro Power crew. Seen those lot out at the breakfast meets loads of times. Really cool group. Our stand starts here. Really nice white Mark II Escort sitting on mini lights. Got these Civi spotlights on the front. Really cool leather interior. Maud sitting here looking like an absolute mess as usual. Decided to be a bonnet open idiot. And next to Maud, we've got my dad's Mark III. It's also got bonnet open, a semi-tidy engine bay. Next along we've got Gary's Mordor Mark II Escort that we saw earlier, sitting on really wide Lotus style steelies. Absolutely love this thing. Full cage inside, Cobra buckets, aftermarket STR steering wheel. Really cool switch panel. It's actually controlled by a Nodies. This has got an ST170 lamp in the bay.
This has got an SC170 lamp in the bay.
Loving the rear window louvre. Yeah, this was featured on my channel a while ago, and Gary very kindly gave me a donor sump for me to get converted to rear-wheel drive. Next along, got a beautiful Capri Laser, and next along, a nice burgundy 105e Anglia. Loving the black mini lights on it. Got a gold roof, and check out the tartan interior. Really smart Anglia. Got a Brian Oggs RS2000 with its 2-litre i4 lamp in the bay. Really cool car in the mallard green paint. Next to that, a really nice Mordor Mark II Escort. Guys actually only had this for about 4 weeks, sitting on mini lights. Yeah, really nice Mordor. Loving this Olympic blue Mark II Escort Mordor, sitting on the white mini lights. A really tidy engine bay with a Pinto lamp. Loving the colour coded rocker cover, running on twin 45 Webers. This thing's really smart. Original sort of low back seats, has got an aftermarket OMP steering wheel though. Yeah, that's really nice. Really cool fez sitting next to that. I think they're Cosy wheels, I don't know. Looks like it's lowered as well. Gear model, pretty original inside. Right next to that, another Mark VI Escort. Don't know if they're the 16-inch Mondeo rims maybe. Cheeky MH decal, really cool. Next to that, we've got the gold Fiesta that almost didn't make it in to be on the stand today. Looks absolutely mint, sitting on the steel wheels. Loving the brown interior. This thing's really mint. Do love a fez. Definitely need to get another one in my life at some point. And yeah, that's pretty much all the cars that are on the stand. Definitely a few that didn't make it. Definitely gonna have to find time to walk around and check out some of the other cars on display. Place is literally packed with classic Fords. One thing I didn't show you earlier is the MH cupcakes, which haven't yet been demolished. All right, well, it's been hours and hours since the last slip. Been really busy chatting to people. But yeah, quite a lot of people are actually leaving this show, so I better run around and try and wave at my camera at some of the other cars before I leave. This place is very, very empty now. And my beautiful girlfriend Kat has almost packed up all of our stuff. Yeah, loads and loads of people had already left before I got around to walking around with my camera. And now we've got to figure out if it is possible to take down a gazebo with just 2 people.
Well, that is the end of the Classic Ford Show 2022. Definitely a bit different, it not being held at Santa Pod, so you can see the drag racing, or at Mallory Park, so you can see the cars go around the circuit. But still, an awesome day nonetheless. So many cool Classic Fords on display, and I was only able to film a fraction of the cars that were there, because yeah, by the time I'd actually started walking around and filming the cars, a lot of people had already left. But I had so many people coming over to my stand and wanting to chat with me and stuff, and yeah, I've always got time to chat to you guys at these shows. So yeah, if you ever see me out and about, don't hesitate to come over, even if I look busy. I want to send a massive thanks out to everyone who grabbed merchandise from me today. I really, really appreciate your support. Mark Rowe was there today. He's the man that had thousands of the proper old school faux orange air fresheners that I mentioned on my channel ages ago. And yeah, he very kindly gave me a box of the vanilla and the aromatherapy faux orange air fresheners to give away to anyone who does come over and grab some merch, and I've still got some of those left. Now I'm going to be going to the Ford show next weekend, and I'll be bringing merchandise with me, so yeah, if you're one of the first people to grab some merchandise off me at the Ford show, you're going to get a free faux orange air freshener courtesy of Mark Rowe. So now we need to get back to the garage where we store the Mark III and put her away, and then Kat will jump in the passenger seat here and we'll head back home. Oh, we've hit some traffic, but check out the super cool classic minis. Gave us a little bib as well. Shout out to you guys if you happen to be watching this video. Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm going now.
Alright, cool.
Well, we both made it back to the garage, although my dad's Mark III did try and cut out a couple of times on the way back. Did cut out. I remember now, ages ago, actually it was this time last year, when it was cutting out on the way to my parents the day before the Ford show. I was supposed to have a look at the fuel lines and just see if there's a blockage. I might actually whip the jets out of the carb in a minute, just to see if there's a blockage in them. But yeah, she made it, that's the main thing. I think I'm gonna take the air filter off and we'll see where the jets are. Alright, now I've heard that these carbs are notoriously rubbish, and I've actually got a Weber carb to go on this that was kindly given to me by a subscriber at a meet ages ago. It was Nick Whitney actually, so yeah, maybe it's time to fit that. But yeah, I can only see one, what I think is a jet. Not sure if it's main or idle, but I can't seem to see anything else that looks like a jet. Alright, looking at the reflection of this in my phone, it doesn't even have a slot in it. It's not a jet. Cue the red X. Answers on a postcard. Where are the jets on these Ford carburetors? Right, I'll have to wait for another day. I'll have to get online and see where the jets are on this carburetor. But yeah, let's get this Mark III back in its garage, jump in moored and head home, because we are both exhausted.
Awesome looking 100E. I don't remember seeing that at the Classic Ford show today, but realistically I only saw a small fraction of the cars that were there today.
Back at home after an awesome day at the Classic Ford show. Got to meet loads of really cool people that watch my videos for the first time, as well as catch up with some people that I've met before. Massive thanks to everyone who came over and said hello. Got to see loads and loads of really cool classic Fords, although unfortunately I didn't end up waving my camera at as many as I would have liked because I was just so busy talking to people on my stand. I want to send a massive thanks out to everyone who did bring their cars down to join me on my stand. We had a nice wide array of old school Fords. Next weekend, I'm going to be having my own club stand at the Ford show at Santa Pod. But before then, I really want to take Esther, my Mark 1 Escort, apart and see if I can solve whatever's going on with what I suspect is her gearbox or her clutch, because I really want to take her to the Ford show next week. And if I am able to solve whatever's going on with her drivetrain, then I want to solve her sump leak as well, because I really want to run her down the quarter mile for the first time since she's had an ST170 engine. But before I do dive into seeing what's going on with Esther, I think tomorrow I'm going to have a day indoors to catch up with editing and admin and that sort of thing, because yeah, there is loads that goes on behind the scenes of this channel that I really need to keep up to date with. Now before I go, I want to let you know about the new caps that I've now released, featuring the new Marcus Hayes logo embroidered onto the caps professionally. Just check out that embroidery, super cool. I've actually got these curved peak ones now with the Velcro adjustment at the back, and these are available in grey, black and navy blue. And I've got the snapback flat peak caps that I've had before, and these are available in black, navy blue and white. As with all my other merchandise, they're available now to order through my website at marcushayesuk.com, so head over there and place an order if you fancy grabbing one. Now I want to send a massive thanks out to the organisers of the Classic Ford show today. But other than that, if you thought this video was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you're new to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to my social media and my website. I'll also leave a link to my Patreon down there for anyone who wants to jump on that. Massive thanks to all my patrons. I really appreciate your support. I'll leave my email address in the description for anyone who wants to contact me. But other than that, until next time, from me and my beautiful sunburnt girlfriend Kat, thanks for watching.